Today is January, what day is it? 14th? Tuesday, January 14th. And I've had a couple of quiet days the past couple days. I've been integrating some new energies within my body and just trying to rest and process some of that's going on. Yesterday I meditated in the morning, which I always do. You know, for 5 to 8 minutes I'll meditate every day. And I usually get visions and messages. And yesterday was like nothing. So I'm like, okay, that must tell me I just need a break. So I've just been trying to slow down a little bit, which is such a good thing because your spirituality, it works in a lot of different ways, right? So it can be very high energy and you get a lot of messages at once coming at you, and then you kind of get this euphoric feeling like, oh, this is how it's always going to be. Like every day is going to be this exciting and fun and clarity, right? But then there's other days where nothing comes, right? So you can tend to get a little nervous, like, did I lose it, right? Are my guides still with me? Are my spirits still with me? And yes, the answer to that is yes. They need a break sometimes. They know you need a break. Mentally, sometimes we need a break because we're trying to figure out and follow our intuition. And when you're not used to that, you need some downtime, you need some quiet time, you need some processing time. So just a little message there with that. So this morning, my meditation, I actually have like 2 pages of notes here. Some of it's from my meditation, and then some of it is just messages that came to me throughout today. And I'm still trying to figure it out. So I wanted to jump on here, share the messages I got, share some art pieces that I've done in the past and then that came through today, and then pull a few tarot cards to see if I can kind of figure it out. And then hopefully you guys get messages too, and you can share them in the comments. So what I was seeing this morning when I was meditating was a lotus flower. It was levitating, and there were hands underneath it, but the hands were not holding it. They were kind of just like guiding this lotus flower. So it was like levitating and elevating at the same time. And it was elevating up a ladder. And you could see it slowly moving up the rungs. And as it got to the top, there were hands in the clouds, like shaped like this. So then that opened, and the lotus flower went into that heart shape of the hand clouds. And as that happened, the hands turned into a peacock, and behind the peacock was the lotus flower. So that was interesting. And then in my mind, I want to draw that. I want to savor that moment because it felt very euphoric to me. So I've been trying to figure out most of today, how can I draw that? I also saw Native American Indians have started to like come through for me the last couple days. And I saw an elder male Native American man, and he had this huge blue turquoise necklace on, and it was like layers and layers and layers of turquoise. It was heavy, almost like a shirt on him. So that was interesting. And then during the day today, kind of on and off, I was trying to figure out some other things that I was seeing. So seeing and hearing, a lot of spirit animals coming through: wolf, eagle, deer, dove, cardinal. So some of the things I wrote down when I looked up what are the spiritual meaning of those animals is, let me see, consciousness, strength, freedom, connection to nature. Strength came up 3 times. Messengers. The eagle is a messenger with vision. Vision pushes the limits of self-discovery, and the eagle is known for its clairvoyance. The Indian man, the meaning of him was profound understanding of a spiritual matter. The deer represents rebirth, shedding, of the horns, the antlers, and regrowth, determination, and a higher power. Dove represents the Holy Spirit and health and peace. So I was like, okay, that's telling me a lot, like, for the collective and my particular journey. I do feel like once we've gotten into 2025 here, like things have just exploded and elevated. So I think that Spirit trying to show me so that I can share that information of, we're all growing spiritually, fast, rapidly. So then as I'm thinking about those things, I had this picture in my bedroom window, which is some wolves, and I actually bought it from a wise old Native American man at a festival here in town. And behind this picture, so I've had this picture in my bedroom window for like 2 years, and I'll look at it, but it just really came strong to me today. And the dove I was seeing in my sleep, I believe, are the wings on this card. So this card says, number 44, you will manifest what you need. Express gratitude as if all plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. So again, going back to my messages that I was receiving today, trust your current spiritual path. We're ascending fast. Another thing that has been coming through for me and a lot of my spiritual friends is tests of fear. Are you still living in that fear-based mentality, or are you doing your best to live in gratefulness every day? So what we can do is try to focus on the positive as much as we can. Get those fear-based things out of our mind, out of our atmosphere. Only be around positive people that are going to lift you up. Only listen to positive content. Feed your brain those positivities constantly, because it's only going to help you ascend faster. So then I wanted to share this picture, more wolves and bleeding heart. I painted this 2 years ago, and that came to mind too today. So we just had the wolf moon yesterday. So these are all things that I obviously was seeing a few years ago that are now like starting to just like come together. And this is how my art like speaks to me, or how Spirit speaks to me through art, is I get these images in my head, they start driving me cuckoo. I gotta get them down on paper. I gotta paint them. I at least gotta sketch them and get them on paper. And then I seem to like calm down, and then what those images are giving me messages eventually come to fruition. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but I drew a Native American man today. He's got the necklace on, and it feels like a spiritual being. So I think it's a spirit trying to come through to me and give me a message. And then I drew the peacock with the lotus flower around it, and it's got an emerald crown. And then I drew the lotus flower that I was seeing in the ladder in the clouds. So I'm going to paint these so you can see them a little better. Once I paint them, I'll post them in the community group. But what's interesting to me is that I drew all 3 of these drawings within a matter of 40 minutes. And I've done that a couple weeks ago. I drew 3 different owl drawings in the matter of like an hour. And normally when I'm drawing, I'm only concentrating on 1 page at a time, not 3. So this is like, okay, is this gonna be my norm? I don't know. But obviously I can handle it, and Spirit is telling me to be open to, what's coming. So I'm just going to ask Spirit, a couple clarifying questions with some cards and see what comes through. So this feels like a collective message. And I am basically just the facilitator of that, I think is what's happening here. So I've got a spirit animal deck. This is Kim Cross spirit animal deck. So we'll just say, Spirit, can you give me clarity on the Indian, the lotus, the peacock drawing today? Can you give me some further insight into those drawings for the collective today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, we got the buffalo. So immediately before I even read what that is, the buffalo signifies, I believe, an ending to a cycle, which is lovely. Let's see what that says. Buffalo. And this is an earth element. So the hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rise towards the heaven. The buffalo sees challenges, hardships, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. So, yeah, talking about the heavens and the elevation I was seeing with the lotus flower, and not to fear, right? So that's beautiful confirmation. So thank you. And I'm gonna draw from, this is an oracle deck called the Wisdom of Hafiz. These are beautiful. So we'll just ask Spirit, what other messages would you like us to know around these messages that are coming through? And I got listen. This is beautiful. So this feels like a tower, but like a gentle tower. So in tarot, tower usually means a crumbling of a false foundation, or like a breakdown of your belief system, so that you start to see things in a different way. So listening, right? Listen to see things in a different way. And then, since it feels like we're going into a change, things are shifting, I wanted to do a gateway card. So I've got a gateway oracle card by Jennifer Hawkyard, I believe, that we'll pull just to wrap this up here. Okay, they're all over the place. Try the shuffle again. Okay, I got this one the first time and I put it back in, so that's confirmation. Sword of light, divine protection, cords cut, breaking through energy. Oh, that's so pretty. Breakthrough energy. So that's just confirming, the energy is shifting. I'm vibrating like really, like my arms are shivering, like I'm freezing right now. So breakthrough energy 2025. Breakthrough energy, yo. Keep up the positivity. I know it's tough. I'm going to post videos soon about a lot of different things. Fasting, meditation, journaling, more tarot, art, energy work, IET, and Reiki, Qigong, So I feel very called to give you more tools to help you with what's going to happen in 2025 and to how to balance and ground our energies. And that's not to be scared, right? Because we were talking about fear. Get rid of fear. These are all tools that are going to help you along your spiritual journey, along your personal journey. If you have anxiety, if you have depression, I posted on Facebook about that today, a little bit about my experience and how I started meditating a couple years ago, and it's really grounded me into who I am now. So I'll be sharing some more, and let me know if these messages relate to you. Thank you. Namaste.